The coronavirus pandemic has had a surprising benefit for cystic fibrosis patients. A doctor with the St. Luke's Boise Cystic Fibrosis Center says they're seeing fewer hospitalized pediatric patients since people are wearing masks and social distancing. A big part of CF is chronic respiratory infections, and the best way to manage that is with antibiotics. However, using these antibiotics can affect the kidneys and hearing for many adult CF patients. Healthcare reporter Jessica Taylor shows how a new medical study is aiming to help prevent hearing loss for patients.
Brian DEVINE has seen many advancements in his 45 years of living with cystic fibrosis.
Back then, it was very little known about cystic fibrosis and very little treatments. And it just progresses drastically over the last several years.
One of the biggest advancements being the FDA approval for a drug called Trikafta last year. Drugs like this get on the market because of people like Brian participating in medical trials.
And the biggest benefit is that kids growing up now can get on these medicines that do get approved.
Brian is one of several adult CF patients participating in a new study that aims to stop or improve the damage caused to the inner ear from the daily use of antibiotics these patients need.
Mine was more of the vertigo and the dizziness and like the traditional bell ringing or the ringing in your ears. That's something that's kind of always been with me with the antibiotic use.
The clinic has anywhere from 3 to 8 clinical trials going on at a time. In his career, Dr. Brown has helped with studies leading to 5 drugs and a new medical device being available for CF patients.
It's also the only way that we can develop new therapies and drugs that would be approved by the FDA so that it can become widely available.
This study can potentially help other patients with conditions besides cystic fibrosis.
The benefit of this drug extends far, far, far beyond cystic fibrosis. There's other disease categories in which patients are frequently or chronically exposed to ototoxic medications.
The trial is still being studied, but Brian and the center are hopeful it will help get it on the market. Jessica Taylor, Idaho News 6.
According to Dr. Brown, chronic lung disease accounts for premature death for 92% of cystic fibrosis patients. Thankfully, antibiotics have improved patients' lifespans and lung function. The current study's timeline runs about 21 days for a patient, and then there's additional research time. We'll share more on how patients with CF are faring during this pandemic later this week right here on Idaho News 6.